Good morning, everybody. How are you? At least in my part of the world, it's good morning or mid-morning, and it's freezing. So hence the thick socks and a long sleeve jersey. Okay, so this video is especially for you so that you get an idea of what Pilates is all about, and that Pilates is not only for grannies, but it is for everybody who feels they want to give their body a workout and enhance their body and feel better and feel stronger and healthier and come out of every workout in a joyful mood. Okay, so let's breathe in, ribs are down, and breathe out. And one more time, keep your knees soft, and out you breathe. I want you to place your palms facing each other, keeping the knees soft, rolling down towards your toes. And you're going to roll it up with a breath out, pulling your belly button into your spine. Ribs are down, shoulders retracted, and coming up all the way. We're going to do this another 2 times. And I want you to roll down, relax your head, and let gravity help you a little bit, and bringing it up, one vertebra at a time, bringing your shoulders back, all the way up, back into a neutral spine. One more time, rolling it down, just so that you're giving our spine some mobility, and warming it up, slowly but surely. And warming it up is not only necessary because it's freezing cold here, it is necessary for all your bodies. But I would like you to go onto the floor and put your feet and your knees together, arms forward. And I'm going to move a little bit further to the side, you can see me better. I want you to roll down just towards your sacroiliac joint, so the back of your hip, and roll it back up. Keep your belly button in, bringing it down and bringing it up. Another 3 times, dropping the shoulders, and 3, and 4, and 5. Right, we're going to roll it all the way down. And I'm going to bring it a bit more diagonal so you can see me better. I want you to bring your arms backwards, dropping your ribs down, staying in the neutral spine. I always say have a house for the mouse, which means you still want to slightly slide your hand underneath your back. So that's the house for the mouse. But you don't want to arch it, which means your ribs are flaring. So that's why I'm saying bringing your ribs in and connect them. So nice neutral spine. Bringing the arms back and forward, and 2, connect your abdominals, and 3, and 4. We're going to lengthen through our legs, point through our toes, and we're going to bring it up so that you can look at your toes, and rolling it down. I think socks are much better this time anyway, because during lockdown there's nothing such a manicure happening in my house. And 2, and 3, and I'm terrible, I'm like a first grader, I can't even color in the lines. And 3, and 4, breathe out, dropping the ribs. And 5, lengthening through those arms at the same time. Then 5 to go, and 1. If your neck gets sore, you're very welcome to put both your hands behind your neck. And 2, or just one hand, and 3, and then you alter it. Listen in with your body a bit. And now I want you to roll it up all the way. You can help with your hands a little bit in a moment if you need to. We're going to go into the roll up just now. Okay, I want you to sit dead straight. So I'll show you that from the side. And I want you to bring one leg up, other leg up. One leg up, other leg up. Pointing through those toes, sitting dead straight. So working through your whole back extensors, keeping your glutes tight, lengthening through those hip flexors, and really making them work. They have a reason in your body. And breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, ribs are down, engage your abdominals, a lot of lower abdominals here. And you will notice if you're leaning further back, it is much easier as if you're sitting straight. Now I gave you the cheating advice. 9 and 10. Bring the legs forward, lengthening through your feet, arms forward, and you're going to roll down, one vertebra at a time. So you're starting at your tailbone, keeping those knees tightly together. You want to try to use as many muscles as possible, and you're going to roll it down. Roll it down is easy enough because gravity helps a little bit. You're going to bring your arms through the back, and not further than 45 degrees because your rotator cuffs won't like that. You're going to bring it up, and now you're going to roll it down. If you need to help with your hands and soften your knees slightly, please do so. We're going to do this for 10 times. And rolling it down, and breathe out. So that's number 2. You're very welcome to pause the video here and take your time as much as you need. And 3. Dropping the shoulders. Breathe out, head up first. Looking at your toes, bringing it up. Slowly but surely, bringing it forward. That's 4. We're going into 5. And my socks are going to fly off just now because I'm starting to warm up. We're going to go into 6, keeping those legs tight. Let your hands lead. And 7. And 8. Breathe out. And 9. Ribs down. And 10. When you come up, I want you to sit and really rise. I always say, imagine your pelvis as the plant pot and your spine is the stem of the standard rose. And someone is trying to pull the standard rose out of the plant pot by the stem. So that's where you're going to be. Put the hands behind your head and we're going to turn, keeping the elbows in the periphery of your eyes. You're going to turn to the left and turn to the right. Try and keep your hips still. If you find that your feet are moving like that or slightly there off, that's a giveaway that your hips are not stabilizing. So you need to keep your abs and your buttocks tight to stabilize those hips. I do a lot of work with my clients for the hips because the hip and the core is your center of your being. And if that is not stable, how can your knees and your ankles, your shoulders, never mind your extremities, be really, really healthy if you don't give them a good foundation? And one on each side more. And we're going to roll with your neck, take a flat cushion and put it underneath your head. It will help you not to balance with your neck. I'm going to show you from the side and then from the diagonal. I want your hands on the side, but for visual purposes, I'm going to put them now behind my head, or up there. Knees are in alignment with your second toe, and your hip and your shoulder. There's your alignment, both sides. If you want, you can put a cushion or a small ball between your knees to stabilize them. I want you to bring it up in a shoulder stand, all the way. So you're going to feel the stretch and the flexion through your hip, the stretch and the lengthening through your hip flexors. And you're going to bring it down and have the feeling that your tailbone goes towards your heels, right? So we're going to do another 5. Bring it up. I'm going to bring my arms down back to the side. Roll it up. Now you start from your sternum, from the bottom of your breastbone, one vertebra at a time, bringing your belly button in, rounding it down, engaging your abdominals, and bringing it down. Watch that your knees are not flaring out. We're going to give it another 3. Rolling up, starting from your tailbone, bringing it up all the way onto your shoulder blades, and rolling it down, not onto your neck, onto your shoulder blades. 2 more to go. And bringing it up, I'm watching you, and bringing it down, and 1 more to go. And bringing it up. Okay, so now we're going to have a feel where our bum is. And funny enough, this is actually an abdominal exercise because the articulation of the spine is coming from here. But now we're going to go into our bum. So I want you to cross over your leg. The bent leg is pushed back so that the space between your hip bones and your ribs on both sides is the same. I'm going to bring your arms to the side so you're going to see. And for 20, we're going to bring it up and we're going to bring it down. Both sides of the hips are going to be equally away from the floor. So don't drop that one leg or raise it. You want to have stability in your hips. So that you need your core and your glutes. And we have 2. I bring my arms to the side. And 3. And 4. Don't forget to articulate, so rounding of your spine, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, keep that knee back, and 9, 10 more. Lots of the corrections you hear from me, that count for me as well, as I then notice them by myself. And on myself. And 1, rolling it down, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, 3 to go. And 8. By now your bum should be, you should be aware that you have a bum. And 2. And 1. Rolling it down. Bring it over to the other side. Take the right leg over the left, bringing your knee back. Remember, muscle soreness is okay. I really have, well, my clients always say I have very little sympathy for muscle soreness. I really do, because you still want to, you're coming for a workout, right? But joint pain, meaning neck, hip, knee, shoulder, elbows, so on, is not okay. So in general, if I teach you over Zoom, you will then put your hand up or scream and shout and say this is not okay. Because for every exercise where you feel discomfort on a skeletal way, there is another version of it. Or we make it another version. Right, okay, enough break. And 1, rolling it down, and 2. I'm quite often finding, especially when I'm doing a lot of computer work, that my shoulders are rounded forward. So I'm going to bring up my hands and open them up to the ceiling, which helps me to open up my shoulders. And 4, abs are tight, and 5, 6, let's get a little bit into a dynamic motion here, 7, and 8, and 9, and 10, and 10 to go, that's 1, and 2, don't forget to breathe out, and 3, and in, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 10. Bringing it down. I want you to put your feet, I'm going to put it a bit more diagonal, feet and knees together. Now bring the right leg up, the left leg up. Feet and knees are still together, but you're in a tabletop position. If you have lower back problems, you're going to bring your knees further in. You bring your hands behind the head, and we're going to lift it up, looking at our knees, counting to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to bring it down. We must do for 10 times. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and down, and breathe out. And 1, 2, 3, 4, bring it down, 7 to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, bring it down, 6 to go. 1, squeeze those knees together, and 5 to go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, drop your head into your hands. This is not a neck exercise, it's a stomach exercise. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 to go. Can you feel your stomach? 1, 2, 3, 4. And 2 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1 more. Bring it up. 1, 2, 3. Surprise. Hold it there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If your feet are cramping, keeping them soft. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Bring 10 more you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Feet together. One leg down, other leg down. Bringing your head down and hands on the side. Going to bring your legs up. We're going to open them, but we're going to lead with the heels, which means you're going to bring it out, heels facing to the outside. At the bottom, you're going to bring it in, bringing the heels in. We're going to do 20 times. So 1 and 2, slightly in the 90 degrees, so you're going to feel it in your lower abs. And 4, and 5, 6, and 7, 8, use them aside, don't swing them up and down. And 10 to go. You want to exercise with purpose, so use your muscles with purpose. 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Bringing the legs together, pulling the toes towards you, bringing your head up. If you have a neck problem and you can't bring your head up that high, put your hands behind your head. Otherwise the hand goes behind the calf, and we're going to go into hamstring stretches. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 10. And bringing it in, bringing the head down. Let's roll over to the side. because that's actually my favorite and probably the least favorite of my clients because it's going to be sore. Anyway, so let's lengthen through the legs. I want you to bring your legs slightly forward and lengthening your top leg slightly longer than your bottom leg, which means that now when you're lying down, your pelvis has dropped, but by lengthening it, your two hip bones are on top of each other. Pull your belly button in, and you're going to bring it up. And 1. If your neck gets sore, put it down on the floor or on your arm. And 3, and 4, and 5. Lean slightly forward. You want to get into your glute med here. And I want 20 more. Remember, your buttocks have several muscles all the way around because your hip is supported all the way around. And you need to work all these muscles. And 10 to go. That's 1. And if you put your hands on your waist here, you find that your muscles in your waist here are working as well. And 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, 8, 9, 10. This is my innocent look. Hold it up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in, push it out. If your bum is now burning so much that you can't carry on, then you're going to stop the video, give it a break, and you're going to carry on when you're ready. Or you only do as much as you can. And next time, you do a little bit more. And 7, 8, 9, 10 to go. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, 8, 9, and 10. Hold it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. For 10. Tiptoe over the top, tip it back. And 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, 2 more, and 9, and 10. And no, you don't have to hold it up again. Bring it in. Really stretch your leg across and feel the stretch to your glute med. The beauty about Pilates is it works very quickly and in inches or centimeters, because the stabilizer muscles and all your muscles are getting worked really hard, so you're losing centimeters very quickly because you're tightening up. But because we normally don't use the stabilizer muscles that quickly, bring it up, bring it over, and turn over to the other side. Because you don't use the stabilizer muscles generally all the time, you're going to lose them also quicker than your big mobilizers. So when you give up Pilates, you're quickly losing what you have achieved. So I love that about Pilates, so you get the results quickly. Let's go over to the other side. And bringing it over, lengthening your top leg through over the bottom leg, and we're going to bring it up. And 1, and 2. So this is my sore side of my neck quite often. So I'm going to turn it down so that my nose is facing my armpit. So there's no strain through my neck. 20 to go. That's 1. Pull your belly button in. That belly button is glued to your spine. 7, 8, 9, 10 to go. That's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. If you need to stabilize, you're very welcome to put your hand in the front. And 1, 2, 3 for 20, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 10 more. That's 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, and 5, 4, 3, be careful not to rock backwards, 2, and 1. Hold it up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Over the top, and 1, and 2. Remember, you can put your hand in the front if you need to stabilize. And 3, draw your shoulders away from your ears. And for the best example, having my shoulders almost in my ears. And 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, 2 to go, and 9, and 10, and bring it in. Right, so now you got into your glute med, to the side of your buttocks a bit. And I love doing that because runners, cyclists, I'm a cyclist, and often the general population are deficient in the glute med, meaning if you think about it as a cylinder, you're working your lower abs, you're working the back of your bum, but if you're not working the side of your bum, your hip is going to push out to the weakest point, right? Well, that was now very easily explained, but I don't think we need to know more about it. We're not going to operate on our own hips, are we? Right. Bring it over. Okay, we're going to stretch it out. I want you to be aware. I limited that class, I think, to half an hour. I'm not sure. Because I didn't want you to get bored, and I also don't know what your fitness levels are. So if you would come to me and you want a Zoom class with me or join one of my group classes, there will be 55 minutes to an hour. Okay, I want you to stretch forward in your own range of motion and bringing it forward. If you are there, or your legs are only there, that is absolutely perfect. Feel into your body, feel what's right. I always push, obviously in a healthy spectrum, but and I always feel you need to push yourself a little bit to go forward and roll it up. But you don't want to go forward to the point where there's injury occurring. I want you to bring the arm onto the front of your left leg, bring them out as much as you can, and stretch it over towards your toes. Belly button in, hips are down. And bring it over. And I use that also saying belly button in, and I use it very lightly. I don't actually like that because belly button in is only referring basically to your rectus abdominis, meaning to your six-pack muscle, which is the least important muscle of your 5 stomach muscles. Because it's the lid on top of everything. But for stabilization of the spine, your transverse abdominis, your internal and external obliques, and your rectus abdominis. They are far more important. Your back extensors are important. They are core muscles, right? And stretch it forward. And bringing it up. And I want you just to give it a try. I want you to hug your knees and roll down and roll down. We're going to massage a nice spine. Try and keep this head in. And keep it as a massage, not as an exercise. And last one. Roll it up. Cross your legs if you can, otherwise any other position you're comfortable in. Take your neck gently onto the side and bring it down. Pushing your shoulder down so that your trapeze here is also getting a nice stretch. I've done a beautiful class the other day with a towel and stretching, and my neck and shoulders felt so much better afterwards. Okay, gently bring your head up. Take a deep breath in and out. And one more time. And out. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining me. I really feel privileged. And have a fantastic day. Bye.